Tonight's special segment, Long Lost Sisters. How fate brought two sisters together 28 years after their birth mother gave one of them up for adoption. ABC 7's Cheryl Burton has the story. Cheryl?
Well, Ron, this is an extraordinary story of family and the burning desire to know your life history. When Andrea Hargrave went to search for her birth mother, she had no idea what she would learn. And surprisingly, the information was only steps away. She was born on a cold January morning in 1976 in Chicago. Shortly after her birth, she was given to Pharaoh and Andrew Hargrave. The couple already had 7 boys, and a little girl would complete their family.
I was 15 years old when they adopted my sister, and I could not understand for the life of me, why they adopted this baby girl. You know, like we need another mouth.
And I'm sure Joe will tell you plenty of things about how I was the ugly duckling and everybody wanted to send me back. But after they got over that, they played Andrea ball.
Andrea says the home was filled with love, laughter, piano lessons, and no distinction of being adopted. It was a charmed life, but something was missing.
There are always silly things, like when you go to the doctor and something odd happens, and they say, well, do you have a history of? And the question's always, I don't know. So it was just kind of wanting to know your roots and where you're from and who you're shaped like and who you look like.
2 years ago, her desire to locate her birth mother sent her to the adoption agency where it all started. But last October, she learned that her birth mother had passed away in 1994. Coincidentally, almost the same time her adoptive mother had passed away too.
They agreed to search until they found next of kin. So they found out that I had 2 sisters, and I had to write a Dear Birth Sister letter anonymously.
In the letter she wrote, I recently celebrated a birthday, and the thought of you. Meeting you would have to be the best birthday present ever.
It took me through a lot of emotions because I wasn't sure, you know, why I was getting this kind of correspondence after so long. And I told Barbara, is there any way I can talk to her?
Once Andrea agreed to release the information, the agency shared it with Pam.
When I get in the office, sure enough, the fax is there, and I give Andrea a call, and it was weird, you know, and I was up for it, okay. So I called her, and I'm like, hi, this is your sister.
I burst into tears immediately.
Andrea said she noticed the call was coming from a 312 area code, so she asked Pam where she worked. Then an amazing discovery.
She just started crying and laughing all at the same time, and I'm thinking, oh God, what did I say wrong, you know? And she's like, oh, we're in the same building. I mean, I remember it a little differently from her, and I'm thinking, you got to come downstairs now and meet me.
So they decided to meet here at this Starbucks in their building. But in their excitement, they forgot to ask what to look for. But the resemblance was unmistakable.
The second she starts walking up, it was like, we knew.
It was a beautiful experience. I mean, it was strange, it was awkward, but it was also, you know, and she's so loving. And so it was great.
We start hugging and we continue crying and we hardly say anything.
They have been inseparable ever since, sharing stories and pictures of their mother, who shares the same honor of holding the title of a beauty queen.
I wish that she did have the opportunity to meet her, you know, because she was a beautiful person and so full of love. I mean, she's so much like her.
People always ask, what would you say? And the first thing I thought of is thank you. Like, that's what I would say. Because there were so many other things that she could have done. But she gave me up for adoption, and that was, I'm sure that was hard for her.
2 months ago, the two introduced their new sister to their family and friends at a party.
Congratulations! I'm learning how to love differently and how to share differently and all the impacts that our relationship has on other people.
I'm not sure she really knows that she's really important in my life, and I'm glad she's here.
Well, Andrea's husband says she is happier than she has been in a very long time, and he credits meeting her sister. There is one more sister, and they have yet to meet, but plans are underway. And Ron and Kathy, Andrea does not know her birth father, but she is planning on trying to find him. Now, he's out there. He might not even know he has a daughter he's never met because her mother kept her pregnancy a secret and took it to the grave with her. But she got a call 2 days ago from the adoption agency and said they have no information on the birth father.
Still a great story, isn't it?
Incredible.
Yeah, thanks, Cheryl.
Thank you.